Okay, so last thing I want to look at today was, it started from last week. Last week we lost Kevin Samuels. I'm not sure how he died, but he died sometime last week. And the thing that irked me, that sort of made me upset in a way, wasn't that the fact that he died. It was the response to the news that he had died. Some people were rightfully upset. Others were almost celebrating the fact that he died. And when I'm looking at these tweets and comments, most reasons why they were downing the guy that just died, I mean, the body wasn't even cold yet, was that he was toxic and a bad influence on black women. Now, if you don't know who Kevin Samuels is, he was a image consultant. His main job was, you would go to him and he would tell you, okay, you need to lose some weight, dress better. What's your job? Nah, you need a better one. And he had this segment on YouTube where women would come to him, not just women, men and women would come to him, and they would say, I've been single for this and this, I do this for a living, I have this ready for the future, I'm doing this currently, how do I get a man or a wife? And the, model he framed this whole segment on was a high valued woman / man. And there was always certain things you had to do to get a high valued woman / man. You had to look a certain way, making this much money, doing this, ready to commit, ready to produce children. But initially the women that were coming to him looking for high value men did not have what he deemed was required to go after high valued men. And so the way he would tell these women wasn't rude. Okay, you know what? It could be considered rude, but it was straightforward and to the point. You want a high value man, but you're not going to the gym. You got 2 kids. You're not, the baby daddy is not involved. You don't want him involved. You're working this job, making this much, but you want a high value man. That ain't right. And it used to be straightforward and to the point. I've watched some of these videos, and yeah, he comes off a bit arrogant, a bit rude. But when you look past that, he's actually just telling you how it is. You've come to him, like, he's been doing this for a time now. So I'm assuming you've heard what he's doing. You've seen what he's doing. You've seen and heard how he's addressing people, and you've chosen to go to him for advice. You're putting yourself in that position. You can't then complain, oh, he's doing this, and this, and he's rude to me, and he called me for no, because you went to him in the first place. You got what you came for. Now, the biggest problem is this perception that he is toxic and bad towards black women. But I think it's the, what's the word I'm looking for? Tough love. It's the tough love method of going about it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it to make you feel better and to soften my words and to make you feel nice. No. I'm gonna tell you how it is, because that's what it needs to be. You're fat, you need to lose weight. you're broke, you need a better job, you have 2 kids. Not many high valued people are looking for someone with kids already. You know, you need to do better. And this is what you need to do better. That's his job. His job isn't to make you feel better. His job is to tell you what you need to do in order to find the partner that you want. And he did other segments like, you know, the main problem with women today, the main problem with men today, why can't they settle, this and that. But the main thing that I wanted to cover today is, when is it okay to just be straightforward with someone and tell them, look, I'm watching what you're doing and you need to stop and do this? Because the man just died. Last week he died. And there were tweets just going out about, you know, oh, you're not supposed to talk ill of the dead, but blah, 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 and this and that. I'm just thinking, the guy just said what was on his mind. He said what you told him to say. Well, he didn't tell you what you told him to say. He told you what you came here for. And instead of the community being like, okay, fair enough, they're just like almost celebrating the fact that this guy who people came to, not he reached out, they came to him. They're celebrating the fact that he's passed. Even though there's a mum mourning the loss of a child. It's insane. So I want to ask, at what point is it okay to just be straight and just tell this person, look, I noticed you packed on the weight. You need to go to the gym and do something about it. There'll be times where I had friends tell me that. My mom's told me that. I've had work colleagues tell me, look, you need to change this, and this, and do this. Thank God, because I'm going to the gym now, I'm eating properly now, I'm doing better than I was before. And I feel like there should be a point where you need to sit your friend down and be like, hey, look, you need to stop. And I'm not talking about what you feel personally, because it's easy for me to be like, I feel like you could be skinnier. I feel like, you know, you could lose a couple of pounds, but they're already in good shape and it's just me being a prick and wanting you to lose weight. It should be a point where even other people are agreeing with it, or agreeing with you. So, I don't know, say you have a friend and you've been friends for ages now, and you've noticed they're putting on some weight. Not too much, but it's starting to become noticeable, and maybe how the breathing is different, the movement is different, and you're just thinking, what happened, bro? You good? Is everything okay? And it's not just you, it's multiple people. I feel like that should be the point where you tell them, look, what's going on, bro? You've been pulling on the weight, I've been watching you. Maybe we should go gym together or something. Like, I feel like today people are easily wounded by the straightforward approach. That they need to be coddled. They need to be, look, I'm your friend and I care about you and I want the best for you, but you need to consider maybe changing what you eat and changing this and that. And look, if it's the point where maybe you've told them a couple times and they're not listening, maybe you've hinted it, maybe they keep falling off the wagon, the straightforward approach should be your result. It should be what you do when you care about someone and they're just not receiving the message. Don't be afraid to be like, look, I notice how much money you're spending, and then you're complaining like you're broke. Why don't you change this? Why don't you get a better job, or go back to school, or do something? Look, this thing that you're smoking, it's not like you're smoking every now and then. You're smoking it in the morning, you go home from work in the middle of the day. Ease up, man. This isn't life. There are other things you can do to relax. You don't need to be on this smoking this every single day. Give it a break, man. You're starting to smell now. Come on, bro. If you really, really, really care about someone and you want the best for them, you should be able to sit them down, just tell them straight, look, you and that girl are toxic together. Break apart. I don't think it's healthy. You're constantly arguing and you're both going home upset. There's no point ending. And this is not geared towards men or to women, it's geared towards both. You're both wrong on both sides, and it's both genders are having this problem. It's not gender specific, even though people would like to say, men give women grief, women give men grief. We give each other grief because we don't want to put our hands up and admit when we're wrong or admit when we need to change. We just like to play the blame game, and I'm here just to say that ain't it. I wasn't even going to talk about this. I wasn't sure what I was going to do a topic like this. But I've been not a fan, but what's the word I'm looking for? I've been eyeing the work of Kevin Samuels. And when I saw the rumor that he posted, I searched it up just to see who was posting it and who was reporting it. And when I saw multiple sources reporting it, and then it got confirmed, I was shocked. The guy was old, he was still relatively young. And for him to pass away, I was shocked. But then I saw the comments and the tweets saying, yeah, he just passed, but he did this, and this. And, like, we're talking about him like he's like he was out to damage black women. When he's trying to do the opposite. It's just the method that he did it and people don't necessarily agree with. And why? Since when is it okay that we celebrate when someone perishes for going about something the wrong way? It's not like he deliberately went after black women. It's not like he had a show called How Black Women Are Problem, this and that. He was just talking to them, making them realize where they stand. And nothing just black women, he talked to black men. I didn't see anyone sticking up for black men. It was just, black women, black women. He was talking to both genders. I didn't see no one go, and black women too, and black men too. No. So I was just thinking, at what point does talking straight to someone become being rude to someone? Not being considerate of their feelings or something. Because we should be considerate, but at the same time, if we feel we've been soft enough already, we must take it upon ourselves to let them know, look, this needs to change, this needs to stop. But what's the point in doing that? Afterwards, we're labeled as bad people, we're labeled as villains, we're labeled as rude and toxic, and we're endangering the community. And it's like, maybe this is what the community needs. Because we tried the soft hand approach, we tried the Steve Harveys, the Oprah, the soul preaching of what black man, black woman should be, but they're not picking it up. They're not. Because I'm 21. And the number of girls I'm seeing my age, a little bit lower, a little bit higher, acting in a certain way. I'm just like, yeah, I wish Kevin Samuels did talk to you. I wish someone did talk to you the way you're acting. Even some men and boys, young and older than I acting something. It's like, someone needs to talk to you. Because your dad did it when you was raised. It's a bit ridiculous. You need to change. But if you do that now, you're suddenly the bad guy. You're suddenly out to get them. And in fact, that shouldn't be the case. If you're my friend, family, whatever, I care about you and I want the best for you. probably told you once or twice, you haven't listened. So I'm gonna tell you now, you need to fix up. You need to start doing something different. And as someone who's been on both sides of that conversation, I'm thankful that I and they did that. Otherwise, who knows what would happen. But yeah, a little bit of a vent, I don't know. Something, it just didn't feel right. What was going on with the whole Kevin Samuels situation. Even celebrities were coming out and saying, why are you guys talking like this? Where was this energy when he was alive? I don't know. Sorry to end today's show on such a downer, but it had to be said. It had to be said.